Hey there everyone, welcome to Violet Stream Tarot. I hope you're all doing really well. Wherever you are in the world today, I hope you are taking care of yourselves and that you're staying at home and are just having a great day so far, whatever time it is for you right now. So today, the video that we're going to be doing is one that was suggested to me. I recently put out a YouTube post, and said that people could leave some suggestions for videos down below. I have read all of them. I will be doing most of them as time goes on. I have a big list that's ever growing with ideas for videos. So today we are doing, is your person serious about being with you long term? So do they envisage and intend to have a long-term relationship with you? So thank you to whoever suggested that, and you can suggest videos in the comments as well. You know, even if I don't reply to them, I still read them. I get a lot of comments, so I hope you can understand that I can't reply to all of them, but I really do try to do that, or just to at least read them and give a little like. Yes, so that's what we're doing today. And we've got 3 piles today, but I'm just going to do my little announcement firstly. I've got some new charms here. I went to the supermarket the other day. I live in Siberia at the moment, and I got these 2 little charms. So the first one is this goldfish down here, and there's a little poem with it that I'll read out to you. It says: "Рыбка золотая в кошелке живет, хвостиком игриво по монеткам бьет. Рыбка, рыбка, не из сказки ли ты? Исполни, моя рыбка, желания мои." And it says, the goldfish lives in the purse and playfully touches the coins with its tail. Fish, fish, you're not from a fairy tale, are you? Fulfill all of my dreams, my fish, my little fish. So what you're meant to do with these little charms is put them in your purse so that you never run out of money. But I'm just going to add them to my charm tin. So this is the goldfish that we're going to be adding. And then we've got this little mouse on a ruble. It's really cute. And it just says "Myszka koszelkowa," so like a purse mouse for a purse. Bogactwo sudyaszoje, so it's promising wealth. So that's a lovely thing. So I'm going to add those to our charm tin today. So thank you everyone who has donated to the channel, because donations like that really help me to buy new things like this. I'm going to add them to the charm tin now. I'll just do it on camera. So thank you so much for that. If you do want to donate to the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box. You can just leave a small tip for this reading if you enjoy it. You can also, look at this, it's so cute. Me. You can also support the channel by becoming a patron on my Patreon page. We'll put that in there. There's a load of cool stuff over there, and I'm filming this on the 30th, but tomorrow I'm going to do the monthly prize draw. So at the end of each month there's a giveaway for a free reading over on my Patreon page. If you are feeling really generous and you want to send me a deck, I do have an Amazon wishlist in the description box, and that would be amazing if you were feeling so kind. There's some decks on there that I would really like, so if you want to let me know if you'd like to get me a deck, please do that and check out the wish list. If you want to book a private reading, the link to my Etsy page is in the description box. So you can book that over there, but please, if you're going to do that, please leave your email address, your question, and the names of everyone involved when you book a reading, because a lot of people are booking a reading and not leaving an email address, or they're not telling me what people's names are, and I don't want energies to get confused. Like, I want to be able to give you an accurate reading, and some people are just booking a reading and not leaving any details at all, like not even a question. So please do leave something. Leave those 3 things please when you book a reading. This little fish is so cute. This reminds me of when I went to China last year. I was in China in September with one of my best friends who is Chinese. She lives in Beijing. And we did a little tour of the country. Obviously we couldn't do much of a tour because it's such a huge country and I only had 2 weeks, but we went to a few different cities. And we went to an underground Buddhist temple in Xi'an. It was a really amazing and really strange place, but there was this fortune telling thing there, and obviously I was straight over there, and so was my friend. She's really into this stuff as well. She reads tarot as well. You had to spin this wheel all around a certain number of times. I think it might have been 3 times, and then where the arrow on the wheel landed, you had to spin this arrow around on this wheel. Wherever it landed, you had to add up the numbers of what it was pointing to on both ends, and then on the wall were all these fortunes, and you know, thankfully my friend could translate it for me. They all had numbers assigned to them, so you would just read your number and that was your fortune. And they were written in such a mysterious and obscure Chinese way. It was so funny. So my fortune was the goldfish will swim up a waterfall and then transform into a magnificent dragon. And apparently that comes from a Chinese belief that these goldfish can, if they swim up a waterfall, if they, you know, perform such a magnificent feat, then they will turn into a dragon. And I think that's quite an auspicious fortune. I was very happy with that. My friend wasn't as pleased with her fortune. It was a bit naff in comparison, but I walked away pretty happy from that trip. So sorry to ramble. That just made me really remember that trip. That was kind of why I bought that charm. But yeah, thank you so much to everyone who's been donating to the channel. It's really, really lovely that you would do that. It really blows me away. So we will be using dice and charms today, and we've got your cards here, of course. So I'm going to show you the fossils that I've put on each pile. So pile number 1 has this ammonite. Pile number 2 has this fossil, and I've kind of forgotten its name. It used to be like a clam thing millions of years ago. You can see it's kind of got where it opens. And pile number 3 has this fossil. I've also forgotten the name, but it was kind of like a nautilus thing, you know, with like tentacles. Really cool. So whichever pile you feel most drawn to, intuitively, not by whichever fossil you like the look of the most, but whichever pile is kind of calling your name intuitively, where you're feeling that pull. Pause the video and take as much time as you need so that you're really sure that you're feeling the right pile. And I'm going to start with pile number 1. Hey there everyone who picked pile number 1 with this lovely ammonite. This is your reading, so we're going to see if the person that you're thinking of is serious about you long term. And I do want to say, actually, before I do this, I should have said this in the introduction probably, but it's over now. Please bear in mind when you're asking this question that the answer might be no. I don't want anyone to be upset by this reading. I don't want anyone to kind of feel really bad. So if you feel, actually, no, I'm not ready to actually hear the answer to this, I'm not ready to hear, you know, I wouldn't be comfortable if the answer was a no, I would be really upset, then please click off this video now, because I don't want to upset anyone. So we're going to look at your oracle cards, your tarot, your charms, and your dice. So if you feel that you are ready, you want to know the answer to this question, that's great, we can move forward. So is this person serious about you long term? We've got 2 of fire, King of air, the Sun, Page of air, and Queen of air. Wow, got 3 of the air family all together. Never seen that before. So what we've got here with 2 of fire, we've got someone who does want you in their life. Like, this person does see you by their side, okay? They are looking forward to having you in their life for the foreseeable future. You know, they want to move forward in this relationship. They want to keep going. But at the moment, the Two of Fire is kind of more of a friendship feeling, but we will look at all of the other cards. And obviously this is a general reading, so we're just reading the general energies right now for the collective. But when I get this, I feel it's more of a friendship or a business partner than a romantic partner. But that's not always the case. But it's saying that, you know, they do see you in their life going forward. They do want to continue having this relationship. And then you've got King of Air, and obviously we've got a lot of air energy here. So this person or you could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon or Rising or Venus sign. That's represented very strongly here. I get the feeling from these cards that this person is quite logically minded. They're quite an intellectual. They're probably really good at things like maths or computers, science. Like they don't like to talk about their feelings very much, and they don't like to be ruled by their feelings. They prefer the mind. They prefer the kind of logical side of things, where things are either right or wrong factually. Like, they don't like the grey area of feelings. And with the King of Air, I feel like this person is thinking a lot about your connection, is what I'm getting with the air energies. And the King of Air suggests this person wants to continue talking to you. Like, I feel there is some desire for communication to be continued, but they don't want things to get too emotional. That's what I'm feeling at the moment. Then with the Sun, you make this person really happy, I think. I think when they spend time with you, they just feel happy. Like, they probably laugh a lot or smile a lot when they're around you. They enjoy being in your company. You kind of light up their life in many ways. And you know, people often don't want to let go of something that's going to bring them that enjoyment. So Page of Air, this is where the reading with the tarot cards is getting a little bit kind of murkier for me. It's like, I feel at the moment, or in the recent past, there's been miscommunication between the two of you. I feel like this person might be quite bad at expressing themselves. Like, they kind of say something, but they don't really mean it. Or like, they say something that they don't actually want just because they think it'll make the situation easier. So I feel like some harsh words have probably been exchanged in this relationship. I feel like this person has possibly even been quite cruel to you in the past, I would say, with these cards. Maybe you asked them out and they rejected you. It's that kind of feeling, or like they've ghosted you, they've gone no contact. There's, especially with the Queen of Air, like there's possibly communication difficulties right now. Page of Air is about miscommunication and Queen of Air is about cutting off contact. So I feel at the moment these energies are like, you're not speaking very much. There's been crossed words, you've had a falling out, or like, I feel just this person has not been very kind to you in the recent past, but they're thinking a lot about your connection. They're definitely thinking a lot about it. And we'll see what the cards say, because I'm getting mixed messages from this reading, honestly. Like, if I had the Two of Fire and the Sun, I would say, okay, they want you in their life. They want to be serious with you. If I got the Queen of Air and the Page of Air, I would be like, oh, actually, no, they don't. And then if I had the King of Air, it's kind of in between. So yeah, the King of Air is pretty neutral. We'll look at your rest of your cards. This is a confusing person. So your Faerytale Oracle card is the Goose Girl Theft. Okay, this person feels like you've kind of been snatched away from them, or that you've taken something from them. And they're really focused upon this. They're focused on this lack energy. This is coming through really quite strongly. Like, they feel you've been taken away from them by someone else, or from distance is between you, geographical distance, or you've been talking to someone else and they feel like this person has snatched you away from them, even though they may not have been kind of pursuing you anyway. It's this feeling of, oh no, that person's mine, and now they're not here. Okay, your Mermaid Oracle card is the Selkie and her skin, reclaiming your authenticity. Okay, I don't know if you've recently been through like a glow up period or if you've recently gained a lot of confidence or started being more independent, but this person is seeing that because the Queen of Air would represent a woman who is very independent. And if you're feeling like that is you, because these cards have very similar energies in that sense, then this person is watching that. Like the Page of Air can represent spying. Like this person is watching you on social media, I feel. Like if you're a YouTuber, I think they're watching your videos. If you post a lot on Instagram or Facebook, etc., they're looking at your photos, they're reading your posts. This person is watching you because they want to know how you're doing. Like they're seeing you becoming your true self. Wow. Okay. And it's interesting because actually both of these cards have a feeling of theft about them because I don't know if you know the story of the Goose Girl or the kind of mythology around Selkies. Selkies are a Scottish mythical creature. They're a woman who can turn into a seal, or are they a seal who can turn into a woman? I'm actually not sure. They're kind of in between. They're a bit like a mermaid, but seals. And basically, what often happens in the stories of the Selkies is that if they have their skin, you see she's wearing like this kind of seal skin. If they have their seal skin, then they can turn back into a seal. Like they put it on and they turn back into a seal. That is like their thing that helps them transform into who they really are. But in the stories, people often find the skin and hide it so that the Selkie has to stay as a woman, and often they like marry her or whatever, and she feels really trapped. She feels like she can't get back to her true self and to her home in the sea. And this is the feeling, there's like theft in both of these cards here. Just have to say that as an energy. So let's look at your romance angels. Definitely getting the feeling that you've been kind of rediscovering your independence. You've got wedding. This situation involves marriage. And make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Okay, so I don't know if one of you is married or has recently come out of a marriage or a very committed relationship, because that can be represented here. But what I'm feeling with this cards is that this person does want you around in their life long term. This person has thought about having a future with you. Like they've thought about what it would be like to be with you. They've kind of daydreamed about that a little bit, let their mind wander a little bit. They want to start putting in the work in your relationship. They want to actually make this effort to make things work. But for whatever reason at the moment, it feels like there's this distance. Maybe you're not physically in the same city or the same country even, or just circumstances mean that you're not seeing them very often. I know when I'm filming this reading that chances are that's the case anyway, but this is a timeless reading, so whenever you click on this, it will have a message for you. So it could be that maybe you used to work together and now you don't, so you don't see each other as often. There's not that kind of necessity of contact that is making the relationship work. That kind of thing is what I'm getting. So your Antworten der Engel Oracle card is yeah, yes. So this person does see you in their life long term. They are serious about you, I feel. It's just like I'm getting this strong feeling of this person just doesn't want to talk about their feelings. And also what I'm getting is that this person just has not treated you well in the past, and they feel, I don't want to say they feel ashamed of that, because I'm not seeing that in the cards per se, but they are aware of that now. Like they realize that now, and they're like, oh no, I have screwed up. Like maybe they chose someone else. Maybe they chose work over you, or they moved away and now they're just like, oh, I made the wrong decision. So your Gnome Tarot card is Imperator, so the Emperor. And this is very interesting because the key word for this card in the Gnome Tarot deck is strength that comes from the mind. And that is just this King of Air energy. This is Aries energy as well, by the way. Yeah, this person is very much in their mind rather than in their feelings. And when I get the Emperor, I would say that it can refer to a divine masculine. So this may be a soulmate connection for you, possibly. Maybe a twin flame. I'm not sure. There's not a lot of strong kind of indication of that, but this person needs to get out of their head and actually start feeling some things and being authentic in that way, because you're being authentic. That's what this card is saying. You're being authentic, but it's like they just can't look past the black and white facts. Your Wisdom of the Oracle card is... Are you seeing this? Thinker. Right, this person is really annoying me. This person is just thinking about your situation. They're thinking about your connection so much. I think I would honestly say it's not an exaggeration to say that they think about you every day. They think about this connection. They think about the choices they made, what went wrong. They think about how they could continue to have you in their life in the future. Now your Mystisches Lenormand card, I love these cards, I don't use them often enough, is Euler, the owls. And this talks about worries, again, kind of thoughts swirling around in your mind. Can talk about someone who has a very hectic life. And it also is about phone calls. So some of you may be getting a phone call from this person. It's the number 12 as well. And now your Andělské Klíče cards for any Czech speakers. You've got Uvolni se, relax, and Poznej sebe sama. So if you want to learn Czech, you can do that with me right here. So we have got relax. So this person very much kind of spending time alone right now, just thinking again about your situation. At the moment, I don't see them making any moves in the near future. This is kind of like their time of realization, because you've got here Poznej sebe sama, like know yourself, realize who you are. This angel looking in the mirror, it's like they're seeing the truth of the situation. And again, this feeling of them just thinking a lot about your connection and just realizing the truth. So this may actually be the first time that I've been able to get all of the cards in the view. This is great. This is wonderful. Okay, let's do your charms now. So if you're wearing headphones, probably best to turn down the volume now. And let's see. Is this person that pile 1 is thinking about serious about them long term? Okay. Have we got any of the new charms? No, I don't think so. Maybe next time. So let's look at your initials first. So we've got F, here, F, M, and P. So that could be a first name, a surname, or a place. You've got good luck here with this little ladybird. And you've got the fire extinguisher. So this is about putting an end to a crisis situation. I think this person is really trying to figure out kind of how to make things better, how to make things right in this connection. You've got live, love, laugh. This person, I'm getting the feeling that although they're quite intellectual and they're probably very intelligent, they're very much in their mind. I just feel that they're kind of immature in some ways. Like this person just likes to laugh. They like to, you know, watch funny little memes, and they probably tag you in things like that. And it just feels like this person doesn't want life to be too serious in many ways. And that stops them from making big decisions that change their life, because they just, it's like they want to take the path of least resistance. They just want to enjoy their life and have an easy life as much as they can. That's what I feel from this person. They're very attached to you. And they're trying to find a solution to this problem. And I think they will find it, to be honest, because you've got this big key. But that's what they're thinking about. There is the Black Knight here, and this represents an unexpected stranger. So possible third party, although I'm not really seeing that in this situation. Although it could be with the King of Air, Page of Air, Queen of Air. Possibly for some of you. But I think you would know about that already if that's the case. This also means someone who is keeping their true motives or their true identity hidden. So again, I'm just feeling this person isn't sharing with you how they truly feel. I feel like they're, yeah, here we go, they're defensive. I got an axe, they're defensive. They find it hard to open up and talk about their feelings. You have a guardian angel here. Guardian angel for wealth, okay. So this person could maybe be focusing on their coin right now, focusing on work or study. But you do have the happy couple here, and it's like you've got the wedding card as well. This person does want to make things right. This person wants to have a better relationship with you. They're waiting. There's this waiting charm. You've also got the galaxy, which to me is about seeing stars, like being blinded by something or dazzled by something, so you're not really seeing it how it truly is. And I feel this happens to this person, like when they have to make a big decision, when, for example, someone asks them out or they've got like two people that they're choosing between, they can't do it. They just get so like overwhelmed by the decision, and kind of their ego gets a bit of a stroke as well, that they just end up going with what's easiest rather than what they might prefer. So maybe they were already in a relationship, you asked them out and they just stayed with that person because they were like, well, I don't want to, you know, cause a lot of arguments. I don't want to upset my life too much. There's also the footprint here. So again, this makes me feel this person is following you on social media. They're watching you on social media to see what you're doing. And you've got the Czech charm here. So maybe you are learning Czech, or you're going to start doing that immediately after you click off this video. Seriously, it's a good language. You should learn it. Try Duolingo. Maybe this person is Czech. Maybe they have a Czech name, Czech family history, surname, etc. Or Slovakian. That obviously is very specific. It won't be for all of you. There could be some connection to Prague as well, because this is actually a Prague charm. Okay, so we've got, yeah, the little baby boy here, someone acting very childishly, someone who's quite immature. But we have Cupid here, Eros. So whenever we get a god charm on my channel, this means that this god is reaching out to you. So this god is saying, I want to help you in your situation. Please call upon me in meditation or in prayer, whichever feels right for you, or just saying out loud, I'm here, please help me in this situation. This god is asking you to reach out to him. And again, it's that feeling when we get Cupid of people being in love. We have Little Red Riding Hood here, which is representing the feminine in this situation. And it's also about being on the right path, not being tempted off the path by the wolf, you know, people who might be charming and interesting, but really they have their own motives. Staying on your right path. You have the Chair, which is about being upright, house and home, wanting to be stable and solid and firm. This person is attracted to you. You've got the perfume bottle. Fearless. Maybe they have some fears that they need to overcome, or maybe when they're around you they feel fearless, like they forget about their worries and they feel like if they're with you they can do anything. You've got protection and faith here. You've got the Deathly Hallows. Maybe this person likes Harry Potter a lot. This is also about something that's very eternal. Something that, you know, lasts forever in many ways. Like maybe this is a soulmate connection or a past life connection. Twin flame even, possibly. I think whatever happens, this relationship is going to have a profound effect on both of you. It's not going to be something you will ever forget. You've also got the Hanged Man, which is just this person right now. Like, they are just thinking about your situation so much, trying to find a solution, trying to find the right perspective. It's also about sacrifice. And you've got the Divine Masculine here, so yeah, strong kind of soulmate twin flame vibes. This is about male fertility and virility as well. And it's also about springtime. Then you've got 2 Christmas trees here, so this is winter time, so did something important happen around Christmas or winter in this connection? If not, maybe that's when something's going to change for you. And you've got the cactus, and this is about someone being in survival mode, someone kind of shutting down just to get through their situation, someone who might be quite difficult to get close to or a bit difficult to like because they're a bit prickly. So let's do your dice now, group number 1. So we've got the original story cubes for you today. So there's 9 dice here, but I don't want to roll all of them in case they don't all have a message for you today. So I'm going to roll this D10. So how many dice am I rolling for group 1 today, please? 4. Okay. So I'm going to take them all out, and I'm going to let 5 of them just naturally fall back into the box. Okay. So, group number 1. Does group number 1's person want to be with them long term? Are they serious about this connection long term? Okay. Nice, you've got the question mark. It's like they are asking themselves this, but it's landed on this answer, this yes. So I feel like that is where they're leaning towards. I feel like that is the answer that they're going to come to, or that they've already come to, because I feel like they're really kind of realizing the truth at the moment. You've got this lock, and this is about someone being very shut down. It's also about mysteries, feeling like this kind of blocked heart space with this person, but here is a key. So there is a solution here. If I drew the lock and there was no key in the charms, then I would say, well, this might, you know, not come about, but with a key, I'm feeling like things will improve. You've also got the bridge, so this person wants to cross bridges with you. This person wants to kind of bridge the gap between you and make things better. Also makes me think of that phrase, water under the bridge. Like, they think that whatever's gone on, you can get through it. And you've got the eye, like I was saying, I think this person is watching your social media. Like, whatever social media you have, they're watching it because they miss you, or they want to know if you're with someone, or they want to know what you're doing. They just want to hear your voice maybe, or see pictures of you. They're definitely kind of keeping an eye on you in social media. So I really hope this reading was helpful for you, group number 1. Please let me know in the comments below how it resonated with you. Don't forget to like, share with a friend, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. If you want to book a private reading, like I said, you can go to my Etsy page, that's in the description box below. But don't forget to leave your email address, the names of everyone involved, and your question. If you'd like to help support the channel, do check out my Patreon page. There's a load of cool things over there. I'm going to do the monthly prize draw for March tomorrow. Also, if you want to help out the channel but you don't want to be a patron, that's totally fine. You could leave me a little tip for this reading, donate any amount, it'll all go back into the channel to help me buy new decks, new dice, new charms, etc. Or you could check out my Amazon wishlist if you're really feeling generous. That would be amazing. If you would send me a deck, that would really make my day. So have a lovely day, group number 1. Whatever time it is for you, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you again soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye. Hey there, group number 2, everyone who chose this ancient fossilized clam-like thing. Then this is your reading. I love my beautiful fossils so much. So welcome to your reading, and I just want to say, I should have said this in the introduction, but I forgot. You know, we're asking this question, does this person want to be with you long term? Are they serious about you long term? please bear in mind that the answer may be no. So if you feel that actually you don't feel ready, you know, you're not sure you want to hear the answer, because if the answer is no, you'll get very upset, then please click off this reading now. I don't want to upset anyone. I don't want anyone to hear an answer that they're not ready to hear yet. It's completely fine not to be ready for that. But my job is just to give the truthful answers that I see in the cards, to read the energies that I see. I haven't picked these cards specially out. I've just taken them as I've shuffled them. So if you're not ready to hear the answer, please do click off the video, because I do not want anyone to walk away from this video feeling upset. So having said that, if you're still with me, let's have a look at your cards. We're going to do your charms and your dice as well. So we've got 8 of Earth, Justice, so another 8, Ego, which is the Devil card, the Lovers, and 4 of Fire. Okay, so we've got Libra energy here, Capricorn and Gemini as well. Okay, so with 8 of Earth, I feel like this person right now is pretty focused on their study or their work. I feel like in some ways they may almost be ignoring you. Like maybe you're in a relationship or you're friends with this person and you normally have a great relationship, but you just feel like something's a bit off right now. I think it's just because they are really focused on whatever it is they need to do. See this fairy, he's got his head in this book, and I kind of get the feeling when I look at this picture that he knows we're there, but he's just deliberately ignoring us because he's got all of these books to get through. That's what I'm feeling in the energy right now, is that they're maybe ignoring you a little bit. Maybe they're taking a long time to reply to your messages. You know, this feeling of focusing on their own goals right now, which is not a bad thing. And then we've got the Justice card, which tells me that they're kind of weighing up the relationship. They're deciding whether they want to fully commit, whether they want to move forward to the next level, whether they want to be in a relationship with you. All of these things, whichever resonates for you, whichever matches your situation, they're kind of doing their thinking right now. Yeah. And to be honest, when you get the Justice card, it usually means that a decision will be made in your favour. We've got the Devil in the centre of your reading. And when I pull the Devil in a card reading like this, it feels like this person has almost an obsession with you. Like they're very drawn towards you. There's a lot of lust in this situation. They are very attracted to you. Maybe in an unhealthy way. There may be addictions or kind of other issues involved here where this person has compulsive habits, or like I said, addictions, like things that they can't stop doing, even if it's a good thing, you know, a good thing like going to the gym, for example, going for a run. If they feel like they have to do it every day, or they'll have a panic attack, or they feel like a failure, then it's compulsive and it's harmful to them. So the Devil is this feeling of obsessions, of addictions, of being unnaturally drawn towards something. This feeling of entrapment. It's almost like they're saying, even if they didn't want to be with you, they couldn't stop themselves. And then you have much nicer energies here. I say nicer, I love the Devil card. It's one of my favourite cards because I'm a Capricorn Sun, a Capricorn Venus. It's my zodiac card. And, you know, it's not, there are no bad cards, but it's not a bad card necessarily. There are lots of different aspects to it. But it's one of those cards that when it comes up in a love reading, it's a bit, can represent kind of unhealthy obsessions or a real imbalance of power within a relationship where someone has a lot of power over someone else. But then you have these much more harmonious energies of the Lovers and the 4 of Fire. So the Lovers is saying that this person has deep feelings of love for you. I do think that they want to stay in this relationship. This is a very significant relationship for them. It may be a soulmate relationship or twin flame connection. And then you've got the 4 of Fire, which is all about harmony. It's about reaching milestones in a relationship. So this person may, you know, if you're just dating, they may say, let's become an official couple. that may be on their mind. If you're in a relationship, they may be thinking about proposing, for example, or starting a family. It's these kind of things. It does feel very harmonious here. So let's see what other cards you've got. Ooh, just dropping things. So we've got a Faerytale Oracle card for you. The Day Boy and the Night Girl, balance. And that's kind of like justice and the lovers in many ways. It's about finding that balance. And the lovers are, you know, traditionally a boy and a girl, a man and a woman. And they balance each other out very well. So it's this mixture of masculine and feminine energies that have this beautiful balance. And I feel like this person wants to move away from these extreme energies of, you know, just focusing on work or being completely consumed by a compulsion or an obsession. They want to have a more balanced, harmonious relationship. And your Mermaid Oracle card is the Magic of the Cohellan Druid, Caution, Secrecy, Wary. So this person may be keeping something from you. It may be to do with this addiction thing. It may be that they're just not speaking to you very much because they're so focused on their work. There's just this element of like not saying something. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It may be that they're planning something like what I was talking about, getting more committed into the relationship, or planning a surprise for you and they're not going to tell you about it. But I feel also maybe this person has difficulty opening up and actually talking about their feelings, and talking about what they want in a relationship. I feel this in many ways seems like a person who just expects things to kind of unfold naturally. And they don't like to have these discussions about, you know, what's going to happen and where do you see this relationship, and like, you know, what do you see, how do you see us? Like, get the feeling this person doesn't like doing that. And in general, feel like they're just a cautious person when it comes to love. They may be quite introverted. They may be quite a quiet person, very private person. Maybe they've had difficult relationships in the past where they've been stung before, and they just don't want to risk that happening again by getting too invested in a connection. In many ways, they kind of have difficulties opening up like that. Maybe difficulty in trusting sometimes. So your romance angels are worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So I definitely feel this person wants you in their life long term. As I'm saying, whatever this is that they're working hard on, they're still expecting you to be there at the end. They're waiting for when you can be truly together. They do have deep feelings of love for you. You've got true love and the lovers. It's a beautiful mixture of cards here. So your Antworten der Engel Oracle card is Beglückende Veränderungen, so happy changes. This is really nice. Happy changes are going to come into your life. And your Gnome Tarot card is Karol Mieczy Soznanie. So this is the King of Swords. So this person could be an air sign. You know, we've got Libra here already, and Gemini, but they could also be an Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. But this word here says Soznanie. It's about recognition. It's like realizing something, being conscious and aware of something. And it's like this person is truly kind of going to come to this awareness of what they need to do, what they need to change, and how they really feel about the relationship. So there is your King of Swords right there. Again, when we get a king, it's that divine masculine energy. So that does make me think again of soulmates or twin flames. Your Wisdom of the Oracle card is Round and Round. So maybe you've had a lot of arguments in this connection, or you've had very repetitive cycles, or this person has kind of been through a lot of similar relationships in the past and they want to get out of that. It's interesting, I know you didn't choose the Ammonite, but there is like this Ammonite here, which is beautiful, these spirals. Yeah, it's like this person is caught up in this cycle of something, and this could be going back to the devil, this cycles that we're trapped in, and this person wants to break that. So your Mystisches Lenormand cards are, I love these cards, I don't know why I don't use them very often, I should use them more. So you've got Ritter, the knight. So yes, this person is coming towards you. This divine masculine is coming towards you. Interesting though, there's a little snake down here that's trying to like bite him. So I don't know if there's some possible third party issues for some of you, or this could be representative of their whatever addiction they've got, or toxic behavioral patterns or thought patterns that they've got that's threatening them there. And you've got Ruten, so this guy whipping himself, and there's the bat there representing the shadow self, representing fears, everything that we don't want to recognize about ourselves. It's again about arguments, this card, and it's kind of saying this person is punishing themselves for something. I don't know what has happened in the past. It's kind of like they're self-sabotaging, or they're not allowing themselves to be happy. They're just kind of punishing themselves for something. And your Andělské Klíče card is Se výhrou svého života. So you are the prize of your life. Beautiful. Okay, so I think this relationship is going to improve. That's certainly what this person intends. You've got these happy changes here. So let's do your charms now, and then we'll do your dice. So if you're wearing headphones, you might want to turn the volume down now. So group number 2. Okay. Is group number 2's person serious about them long term? Okay, let's see. Have we got any of the new charms? No, I don't think we do. Maybe next time. So let's have a look and see what initials you've got first. You've got K, R, G, Q, L, and J. So quite a lot of initials there. So maybe quite a few people will pick this pile. So that could be first names, surnames, or places for you. So let's see what other charms we've got here. Now down here we've got a skeleton, and the skeleton represents skeletons in the closet. So things coming up to the surface that we are not proud of. So things from our past that we find shameful or hurtful, you know, traumas, old wounds coming back to the surface, and these need to be dealt with and healed and released so that we can move forward. Have this beautiful growth charm here. So this person does want growth in this relationship. You've got self-reflection here with this mirror. This person really is thinking a lot about this connection. This person is really thinking about what they want and about how they can move forward in this reflection, in this relationship, and also you know, how they can be a better person in many ways. There's worries here. Maybe that this person has anxiety, has a lot of worry that is swirling around in their head. That would also be represented by the devil, anxiety. You've got protection and faith here. You've also got the thistle. This can be a Scottish reference here, so someone having a Scottish name or surname or family history, someone who's a redhead also. And it can also be about someone who's a bit difficult to like or to get to know because they can be a bit prickly. And then here we've got Aries, this ram. So there could be Aries energy in this connection, but this is also about someone who's very stubborn. Stubbornness. You've got the word dream here. It's interesting that's landed on this kind of knight card. You've got the girl here, so this represents the feminine energy in this connection. So if this is you, maybe they feel like you aren't telling them something, or like you are very cautious or have difficulty in opening up. You've also got courageous, which is Aries again, so that's represented twice now. This person has to kind of be brave. They have to face up to their fears. And you've got the fire extinguisher. This person wants to make this better. This person wants to put an end to the crisis, to the difficulties that you may have been experiencing. And there's the little baby boy. This represents someone who is acting childishly, is maybe a bit immature. There's also stability and security here. You've got a key, so you've got a solution to this situation. You've got the owl, which is about listening to your inner wisdom. And you have a love heart on the true love card. And you've got Eros, or Cupid. So if you've seen my channel before, you'll know that when a god charm comes out in a reading, it means that this god is open to working with you and helping you in your situation. So when we pull this Eros or Cupid charm, it means that this god is saying to you, please call upon me, please reach me through meditation or prayer, or through just saying out loud, I'm here, please help me, because he wants to help you in your situation. So do take that on board if that resonates with you. If you like the god charms that I have, then do let me know, because I can look into getting some more if people like them. You've got another love heart here. And you've got good luck with this dragonfly. You've also got inspiration with this ink pot, so maybe one of you is a very creative person. And you can use this W as an initial as well if you want, but when I get this black W, it's about a wish being made. So if you like, you can pause the video now and just look at this W and make a wish. Because it landed on this lovely Happy Changes card. Oh look, you've got the happy couple here. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling this relationship is going to improve. There is a lot of amazing positive confirmation in this reading. You've got dreams and intuition here. The pumpkin is about autumn or Halloween, so maybe something important happened in your relationship in autumn, or something will change around that time. This person thinks you're beautiful. There is some healing that needs to be done here. When we get a starfish, starfish regrow the limbs that they've lost, so this is about healing. You've also got 2019, so that may be when you met this person. It may be an important year for your relationship. It's also about education, this charm. You've got the mature man, so the masculine in this situation may be older. Doesn't mean they have to be old, but they just may be older, or they may be more mature than the feminine in this situation. Oh, and you've got another god charm. You've got Aphrodite, or Venus, who is interestingly the mother of Eros, Cupid. Wow. So you've got two gods asking you to call upon them for help now, and they are both incidentally gods of love. So let's do your dice now. Group number 2. You've got the mystery story cubes today. So there are 9 dice here, but I don't want to roll all of them in case they don't all have a message for you. So I'm going to roll this D10. So how many of these dice am I rolling for group number 2 today, please? 5. Okay, so I'm just going to let 4 naturally fall back into the box. Okay, take that one back. So, group number 2, is the person that they're thinking of serious about them long term? Okay, so what have we got here? Okay. You've got the microscope, and this tells me that this person is kind of, they overanalyze everything is what I'm feeling like. After they've had a conversation with you, I feel like they go through it in detail, and this, if they do have anxiety, it just triggers their anxiety because they're like, oh, why did I say that? Or why didn't I say that? And it's, yeah, they really overanalyze. And I think that's one of the things that's been stopping them from coming forward before, is that they've just been so worried of the reception they would get. And you also have this dice, which I think is about, what's it called? It's not telepathy. Oh, what's it called when you travel through space, like in like a superpower way? Teleportation, that's it. Oh my god. Teleportation. That's what living abroad does to you. You forget your own language. Okay, so it's about teleportation, but what I see instead here is like two people who are like exactly the same, and I'm feeling again soulmate, twin flame with this. Probably twin flame. I'm feeling like this is really strong stuff, really feeling like the two of you are kind of made for each other. And you've got this kind of, he's like a mad scientist, I think he's like a villain, and he's planning something, like rubbing his hands together, and it's landed on the 4 of fire. And I said with that card that for many of you this person will be planning a surprise or planning moving on to the next step, and I feel like this is just confirmation of that. They're planning something, they've got something going on, but this person is looking around the corner, and it reminds me of the Chamber of Secrets, where Hermione is like looking round the corners with a mirror, which we have here, so that she doesn't see the basilisk, you know, head on. Directly, that's the word. She doesn't look at it directly. And it's like this person is kind of afraid of something. They're afraid of making a move, or they're afraid of things going wrong. And you've got the antennae here, and this is like this person is kind of trying to detect like how you're feeling about the whole thing. Like they're kind of trying to figure out what your thoughts are, is what I'm feeling. Like before they do anything, they want to kind of have an idea of what kind of reception they would get. So just bear that in mind in this connection. It looks really good. I do think this person definitely is serious about you long term. If you enjoyed this reading, please don't forget to like, share with a friend, subscribe. Please do let me know how it resonated with you as well in the comments below. I love reading your comments. If you would like to have a private reading with me, the link to my Etsy page is in the description box below. If you'd like to help out the channel by becoming a patron, do consider heading over to my Patreon page. Or, you know, if you don't want to do that, that's totally fine. But if you still want to help out the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box to leave a tip or a small donation to the channel. Everything that I get there and from Patreon will just go back into the channel to buy new decks and dice and charms, etc. If you're feeling really generous, you could also take a look at my Amazon wishlist. There's some beautiful decks on there that I would really love to get for the channel. So if you'd like to send me a deck, please do check that out and get in touch with me. That would be so amazing. It would make my day. So yes. If you're booking a private reading, by the way, please remember to leave your email address, your question, and the names of everyone involved. It saves so much time. It saves me having to chase up after you, and it means you'll get your reading more quickly. So with that said, have an amazing rest of your day, whatever time it is for you right now, pile number 2. Take care of yourselves, stay at home, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye. Hey there everyone who picked pile number 3 with this Nautilus-like fossil, then this is your reading. And I just want to say before we get into it, I should have said this in the intro, that you're asking this question, is this person serious about me long term? And you need to be aware that the answer may be no. So if you feel that actually you don't feel ready to have the true answer to this, if you've heard no was your answer, that you would get very upset, then please click off this video now, because I don't want to upset anyone who is not ready to hear their answer yet. So if you're still with me, I will do your reading, and we've got charms and dice as well. So is this person serious about being with you long term? So you've got 9 of water, 4 of air, 5 of water, and page of water. Okay, so lots of water energy. This person could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. What I get with the 9 of water is that this person is very content as they are, like they're very content by themselves, is what I feel. They're just kind of happy with the way things are going in their life in general right now. Then 4 of air suggests that they may not be in a period of contact with you right now. There may be no contact or low contact between you. I'm getting the feeling that this person is kind of taking some time out from this connection. Maybe they're just taking longer than normal to reply. Maybe they're being a bit cold with you. I just feel like they're taking time to recharge and to think through what they want from this connection. You've also got 5 of water, which makes me think this person is probably not going to come towards you, although you have page of water as well. What I would feel is this person is definitely going to tell you how they feel one way or another. They're going to let you know the outcome. Page of water could indicate that someone else is coming in for you or for them. But we'll get a look at your cards because they'll give us some more information. So your Faerytale Oracle card is fairies, words. So yeah, I do feel this person is going to tell you how they feel. They're going to tell you what they've decided. So that could be, let's just be friends. That could be, I don't think we should talk anymore. That could be, oh, let's get together. Like I feel there's going to be a conversation where you discuss this relationship. So now your Oracle of the Mermaid cards. You've got guide, a guide, mentor, a trustworthy ally. And this is similar to this card. Like, I feel this person has maybe told you things that they haven't told anyone else, or they really feel that you are someone who they can trust to talk to. Like, they feel they're able to tell you their problems, or they're able to have you as like a confidant. And the unseen, too much is hidden from you. Yeah, they're keeping something from you. They're possibly hiding a third party, or they're hiding certain motivations. Maybe they led you to believe that they wanted to be in a relationship, and now they've changed their mind, but they've not told you. Okay, your romance angels cards are pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So there may be, this may be a codependent relationship for you, someone in this connection, or it may be both. Both people have an unhealthy kind of dependency on each other. But there are red flags here, so maybe this person hasn't treated you well in the past, or maybe there is a third party, as I've said, or this person does just want to be alone. Okay, your Antworten der Engel Oracle card is Es gibt etwas Besseres. There's something better. So I feel like we're getting more of a no here. I feel like this person is just not the best fit for you. I think there's someone better coming into your life, and this could be this page of water energy. I feel like this person likes talking to you, but I feel like they're just not in the place for a relationship. I don't really think for many of you there is a third party. I just think this person is just kind of happy by themselves. They don't want to be in a relationship right now. So your Tarot of the Gnome card is Шестка монеты, the недоверчивость. So the 6 of Pentacles, mistrustfulness. Yeah, this person is choosing between two things, you and the single life, or you and another person, and they're just very mistrustful. It just feels like this person is kind of just doesn't know what the right option is, but I feel they're looking more towards the single life is what I'm feeling. This person is kind of just not ready to commit. And I'm not saying that won't change in the future, but right now that it doesn't seem that they have these intentions of a long-term connection. But you do have Unfinished Symphony on your Oracle, Wisdom of the Oracle card. So when I see this, it says that this person doesn't want you to leave their life. And I'm getting that because we've got the guide card, which suggests that they do see you as very, important to them, and you have got codependency as well. So this may be an issue that needs to be dealt with. They may just not want to let you go because they feel dependent on you in some way. But with the Unfinished Symphony card, I just feel like they don't want you to leave their life, but they just don't want to offer you a romantic relationship at this time. So your Mystisches Lenormand cards, I don't know why I don't use these more often. I really like these cards. You've got Mäuse, the mouse, the mice even, several, and Kreuz, the cross. So the mice represents grief and loss and theft as well sometimes, because they're eating this cheese that doesn't belong to them. They've snuck into what looks like a basement of a tavern maybe, or like a ship basement, and they're just like nibbling away at this cheese, and it feels like, yeah, this feeling of loss here with the Five of Water as well. Like they don't want to lose you, but with the cross, this is something very significant, like a very important lesson. It's like they don't want to offer you a relationship that is romantic in nature, but they still don't want to lose you from their life. So your Andělské Klíče cards are Vybírej si pozitivní myšlenky, which is choose positive thoughts, and Poděkuj a předávej dobro dál. So give thanks and do good, like continue doing good in the world. So do more good in the world. So what I'm seeing here is try to think positively about this relationship. What I'm strongly getting from these cards is that this person does not want you to leave their life, and that may be why they're pulling back or why they're putting off speaking to you about their true feelings, because they're worried that if they tell you, actually, I don't want a relationship with you in a romantic sense, that you're going to be like, okay, never speak to me again. And that's what they're worried about, and they're trying to think positively about this. And obviously it's up to you what you decide to do, but this card says give thanks for what this relationship is for you, give thanks for the positive times that you've shared with this person, and then keep doing good in the world, keep shining your light. There's something better coming in for you, but that doesn't mean, you don't have to hang around in this person's life if it would be too painful for you, but you also don't have to walk away from them just because they aren't in a position to offer you anything romantic. It's completely your choice what you do. So let's look at your charms now, group number 3. So is group number 3's person serious about them long term? You may want to turn down the volume now if you're wearing headphones. Okay. Okay, have we got any of the new charms? No, not today. Maybe another time. They haven't popped out in any of the readings today. So let's look for your initials first. So you've got M here, and you've got X. So they could be a first name, a surname, or a place. To me, when I get the X in a reading, because it pops out quite a lot and it's obviously not a frequently used initial, it means deleting something, like getting rid of something, pressing the X button. So down here, we've got listen to your inner wisdom with this owl. We've got some defensiveness here, and also Sagittarius. So this person could be a Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising. We've also got this protective hand, protecting you from negative energies and entities. And it's very salient that this landed on the Choose Positive Thoughts card. Protect yourself from those negative feelings by choosing to think positively. And then we've got here the lone wolf, who is calling out for his friends. And that's what I feel here with this codependency card, that someone in this connection just can't cope being on their own, or they can't cope without the person, and they're constantly trying to get their attention. That's what I'm feeling from that. There's the hummingbird, which says love is in the air. So I think this person does definitely care about you a lot. Like there is this feeling of you are important to this person, very much so. And there's the cross here, which talks about something very important. And you've got this here, which is protection and faith. You're very important to this person. And you've got the lantern here, which is like guiding you through the dark times to the bright, happy, positive times. You have winter here on pay attention to the red flag. So I don't know if something happened in winter that was, you know, particularly transformative or particularly worrying in this connection. And this could also say that this is when something's going to change in the connection. And you do have the happy couple here. So maybe you got together in January, or you were just having a great time. I don't know why I'm saying January. You were just having a great time with each other in winter. And now things are kind of deteriorating. You've also got the locked heart space. So someone has a very blocked heart chakra here. Someone is not open to giving or receiving love in a healthy way. And you've got the hockey stick. So like there is a good teamwork here. Like you both work very well together. There's new beginnings and potential with this acorn. This is the Irish charm, so someone may have an Irish name or surname, Irish family history. This is also about good luck. So this connection does have a lot of potential, but maybe just not in a romantic way. There's live, love, laugh. This person just wants to have an easier life. This person wants a much kind of more simplified life. They don't want the stress and burdens that come with a lot of commitment and responsibility. You've got the word hope. This person is hoping that you won't leave them. And this key, so it's interesting, you've got a key to this blocked heart chakra. This person does need to heal from their issues. They do need to open up better. So let's do your dice now, group number 3. And you have got the Looney Tunes dice today. So there are 9 dice in here, but I don't want to roll all of them in case they don't all have a message for you today. So I'll roll this D10. So how many of these dice am I rolling for group number 3 today, please? 5. Okay, so I'm going to pull them all out and I'm going to let 4 just naturally drop back into the box. Okay. So, is group 3's person serious about them long term? Okay. Okay, so this person feels stuck in some way. They feel kind of, in a way, trapped in the connection. Like they feel like they can't get out of it. They don't know how to stop you from thinking of them romantically without hurting you and without kind of damaging the relationship. This is what I feel. They're like, oh God, I want to tell this person that I'm not feeling the same way as them, but I don't want to lose them, and I'm just going to ruin it if I say anything to them, and it's really causing them a lot of worry, I think. There's also Wile E. Coyote here, and if you've watched Looney Tunes, you'll know that Wile E. Coyote never wins. He's always trying to beat Roadrunner. He's always trying to kill him, I think. But he never wins. His plans always backfire on him. And I think this person feels like they're quite unlucky in many ways. Like they feel it doesn't matter what they do, they always screw it up or they always do something wrong. And it's like, I feel this person at first, they did want to be with you if you are in a relationship or you have been dating. They did mean that when it happened, but then they kind of had a realization that it maybe wasn't for them. And they're just like, oh, everything I do, I screw it up. Like I had this great person that I had such a good connection with and I could talk to, and I let it go too far and now I'm going to lose this person. That's what I'm really feeling from this person's energy. And then here you've got, I don't know if you can see this very well, it's a road, and this is classic Looney Tunes. Someone has painted a road on the wall to make it look like a tunnel. so that you'll like run straight into it, and there's still the can of paint next to it. And this is like, I feel this person has been deceiving you in some way, like, because you've got this hidden card as well and this mistrustful card, and I don't think they've been doing it intentionally to be deceitful. I think they've just kind of been putting off having an honest discussion with you, or they've kind of just said things that they thought you wanted to hear to pacify you, and now they're just really worried that it's all just going to unravel. And you've got Marvin the Martian here, who is one of my favourite Looney Tunes characters, and when I pull Marvin the Martian in a dice reading, I think of a few things. I mean, for the first thing, this person could be a foreigner. You may not be from the same culture or background as this person. Secondly, we never see what Marvin actually looks like. He's always wearing this helmet, and he's just like this really dark, like, mass with these eyes sticking out. So it's like this person doesn't want to show their true feelings or their true motivations. Like they are hiding things from you, and it's like they don't want to come out of their shell like this helmet. They don't want to take that off and be open and honest with you. But I do see that they will come and have a discussion with you in the future, but they might try and speak to you pretty factually, is what I'm feeling. They might not give you the full story because they don't want to get hurt. Also with Marvin the Martian, I feel like someone who is an outsider, someone who maybe struggles to make friendships or connections with people, and they just really, you know, when they do get a connection, they treasure it really, because they find it so difficult to connect with people in many ways. And obviously he's an alien, so there is possible starseed elements. If that resonates with you, you may be a starseed. This person may be a starseed as well. You might have connected because you're from that same starseed family. Yeah, that's kind of what I get with Marvin the Martian. He's also a bit jumped up, just saying. Like, he thinks a lot of himself. And he has a lot of strange kind of rules that he adheres to. And then you've got the fishbone, and this is about someone feeling like they're not good enough, or like they don't have enough to offer you. And I think that's part of why this person doesn't want a romantic relationship with you. They feel like they're not the best fit for you, and like if you were with them, you would very quickly outshine them, and you would very quickly realize that you're better than them in some ways. That's what this person is thinking. And so they don't want to get with you because they don't want you to kind of lose respect for them, or they don't want your opinion of them to be ruined. They really feel that they just haven't got enough to offer you, and they feel that as much as they care about you, they think that with someone else you would shine a lot more brightly, is what I feel. So I really hope that this was helpful for you, group number 3. I'm sorry if this wasn't what you wanted to hear, but hopefully you can take on board the messages that I've given you. And what I really like to do with my channel is to not focus on the negatives. Like, I want us to accept the things that we see as more negative, and then focus on what we can do to bring positives into the future. So if you would like me to do a video that is focused on something like when is my next love coming to me, or what can I do to bring love into my life? I did do a what's blocking love reading. I could link that in the description box actually. What's blocking love from coming to you? If you have any suggestions, do leave them in the description box. I'm trying to think of what else I could do, because I have such a big list of readings, and I don't know which ones are kind of gonna speak to you guys the most. Oh, yeah, it's completely gone out of my head. But I've got, you know, lots of different ideas, so do get in touch in the comments and let me know how it resonated with you as well. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. If you want to help out the channel and help me to get more decks and dice, I've got my eye on some Adventure Time dice and some Scooby-Doo dice as well. If you like the Looney Tunes thing, like a fandom, then do check out my Patreon page, or if you don't want to be a patron, you can, you know, donate a deck to me from my Amazon wishlist. That would be incredible if you were feeling that generous. That would really make my day. Or if you just want to donate some money via PayPal, like a little tip for the reading or a small donation, that would be incredible as well. I'm so grateful to everyone who's done that so far. And all of that money will just go back into the channel so that I can get new stuff to make it more exciting and varied for you. If you want to book a private reading, then you need to go to my Etsy page to do that, but please remember to leave your email address, your question, and the names of everyone involved. And I'm currently operating a 3-day service, so you'll get your reading within 3 days. Although so far everyone's still got it within 24 hours, but you know, I just want to give myself that time because I'm in really high demand at the moment, and it takes me hours every day to get through the readings that people send me. And I want to keep offering you this service, so I just want to give myself that 3-day time period. So with that being said, have an amazing rest of your day, whatever time it is for you right now, wherever you are in the world. Please take care of yourself, please stay at home, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.